Yo, what is up, guys? Um, Today is something different. I got the inspiration from Kid Zeus. If you don't know who he is, go check out his channel. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing this a lot different than what he did in the first episode of it. But I'm gonna try to make this a movie, at least an hour, maybe 2 hours long, depending on how much storage I have on this phone. Yeah, I'm filming on my second phone, so yeah, let's just get straight into this video. So oh yeah, also before I start, mutants will exist in this world. Quirk people look down on mutants because they don't get their powers the same way quirk people do. Their powers cannot be deactivated, taken away, and quirks were made to basically fight against mutants. Yeah. So let's start this off. We basically start this video off with Hisashi Midoriya and Inko, a quirk person that fell in love with a mutant, and his quirk was a fire quirk, and well, hers was telekinesis. Yeah. Well, he didn't have a fire quirk, more like he was a fire type mutant, and her quirk was telekinesis. And they had Izuku Midoriya. Now, oh no, forget that. I just thought of a good plot. Inko does not know that Hisashi is a mutant. So yeah. Now, Dick was born and he lives a fairly normal life as um up to the age of when he's 4. He'll be hanging out with Bakugo and a few other people as that's when Bakugo is still bully Deku, but anyways, as Bakugo will be on this bridge as he would, decide that he wants to pick on Deku, as Bakugo will start to make little explosions towards Deku as he accidentally makes a giant one, blasting Deku off the bridge as the bridge is like 50 feet. So Deku is falling as he's like, I don't want to die. I don't want to die, as his skin turns black and he will start to float. So it will rise up as the bridge would kind of start to burn as they're like, what is this? As everybody runs away as Deku's just walking as he's in his black form. His footsteps is burning things, and you know, Inko will see Bakugo running up the forest since the parents were, waiting there as she's like, there's something wrong with Deku, as they're like, what do you mean, as and they will see Deku walking out the forest, his footsteps burning into the pavement. As Inko's like, Izuku, is this your quirk? As Deku's like, I don't know, maybe. As Inko is like, um we gotta erase his quirk somehow. Think about turning it off. As Deku focuses really hard on turning off his quirk and, well, what he thinks to be a quirk, and he turns it off. As he'll be taken to the quirk doctor, and oh yeah, Hisashi died in a villain attack. So yeah, but anyways, as he'll be taken to a quirk doctor, and the quirk doctor will say your son is quirkless. As he would get this look of disgust in his face, he would say your son's a mutant. As Inko's face just went from smiles to disgust and anger, as she knows that only males can pass on the mutant gene. So she's like, so Hisashi was a mutant. Now Inko, she is a mutant hater. Like she wants all mutants to be dead and gone. Anyways, as now there's a few people that likes mutants, but anyways, as she says, oh, okay then. As she would tell Deku to step aside, as she would, register him for adoption, but nobody would take a mutant. So she would basically just abandon Deku in the forest in the middle of nowhere. As Deku would be walking through the forest, and he as Deku would be walking, as he will be found by somebody. This person will be, I'ma say Charles. Yes, Professor Charles Xavier. And Charles would ask for Deku's hand, as Deku says, "You don't hate me too." As Charles says, "Of course not, young man." As as Deku would grab onto Charles, as Charles would take Deku to his, I guess, school for the gifted in the middle of the woods. As Deku would arrive there, seeing all the children his age and older, as Charles would say, "Welcome to Charles Xavier School of the Gifted." As Deku's like, "Wait, this is the school for mutants, but I thought it was only like a myth." Kids, as Charles says, "No, kid, clearly it's not." As Deku says, "Wow." As Charles says, "Well, young man, follow me." As Deku's like, "How did you know that I have powers?" As Charles says, "You see, I have this machine that helps me find people with powers like you, kid." As Deku, he would, I forgot where I left off, but Deku, he would be with Charles, as Charles would be showing him the different students, as Charles would take Deku to his office, as Charles would say, "So, young man, do you know how to use your powers?" As Deku's like, "No, I, I don't." And as Charles says, "So what does your powers do?" As Deku's like, "I don't know, I just burn things that surround me." As Charles like, "Oh, okay. Well, kid, that's why I'm here. I'm here to teach you how to control and use your powers. I'm here for mutants like you, kid." As like he says, "Thank you, mister. My mother didn't like me, I guess." As Charles says, "No worries, kid. I'll, me and my X-Men will be here for you, kid." As Deku says, "Okay." As Charles would give Deku a room in the Charles Xavier School for the Gifted, and Deku, Deku, he would pretty much, be there getting adjusted. As we'll skip to about a week later, and Charles would have, I guess, somebody with a fire emission type power, and he would try to show Deku how to activate his power, and Deku was trying, as his skin would turn black, but then it would fade back, as the guy's like, "Come on, kid, push. Think about how you want to save people, how you want to use your powers to save people." As Deku is trying, as some sparks would come around him, as some black particles would form, as his skin would turn black, as the area around him would get a bit warm, not too much. As the guy says, "Huh, so this is your power." As he would, call up the guy that has a power that can analyze, people's mutations, I guess you could say. As he says, it seems like he has a solar type power. As he basically says, it seems like he can absorb solar radiation and rechannel solar energy. Hmm. Thermokinesis, photokinesis, thermokinesis, or well, I did already say that. And it seems like this dark form allows him to absorb more as he's already absorbing energy from the sun, even in his human form, I guess you could say. As you know, the guy in Professor X says, "Okay, we shall train this young man I'd say for about the next 4 years. That goes now 8. No, I say 5 years. He would be 9 years old as Deku. He 5 years later, Deku is in like 9. He has a pretty good grip over his powers. I say right now, he can fly. He can absorb solar radiation and rechannel it. He also found out that he has super strength, super speed, super reflexes, agility, and durability. Um, he also has the ability to drain light, and he can make concussive blast. He also has a dark solar plasma blast, energy absorption, self self oh my gosh, I can't say it. Self sustenance, which means like when he's in his black form, he can just he don't need to eat since he's getting energy from the sun. And he's also immune to fire and heat. He's also been trained in martial arts and um he's multilingual, of course. Gotta make him, Spanish. Um so yeah, pretty much he has all of Sunspot's powers and so yeah. Now Deku, he's just chilling in his classroom as, I'm gonna say him and Professor X are pretty close, like a father son kind of thing. And Deku has actually been made a suit that do not burn when he, becomes a freaking sun. And basically is this suit here, alright? I like this one a lot better than this one or this one or this one. So yeah, he made that suit and yeah, now we're gonna skip to, when Deku's 10, a year later. And this is normally the age where kids leave the academy, I'm gonna say, as, it's Deku's turn to leave, and everybody's welcome, telling him that have a good time. Wolverine, Storm, Gray, everybody. And he would walk off as he would say, "Thank you guys so much for all the help." As he would be walking in, the school is a safe haven. Like nobody can attack the school or no property that the school earns. So they gave Deku one of the houses that they own, and Deku would go there and move in. As you know, we skip a few months later. Deku's back in Japan, and Deku would research his mother. He knows that she abandoned him, but he still loves her. And he would research her, saying that she actually, passed away from cancer. As Deku says, and she had no other children. So yeah, um, Deku he would, walk around town as he would be attacked by a villain. As the villain says, "Give me your body, kid. I didn't know the freak was here." As he, what attacked Deku as Deku just burns him and he disintegrates. As All Might says, "I am here." As All Might sees like, "Where's the villain?" As Deku says, "I disintegrated him." And as All Might's like, "Wait, what?" Deku's like, "I have a solar ability. Basically, it's called my power is called sunspot." As he's like, "Why are you referring to it as power? You're a mutant, aren't you?" As Deku's like, "Yeah. What you're gonna do? Kill me?" As All Might's like, "No, not really. I'm actually quite fond of mutants. My friend is actually a mutant. Well, was well, someone who was my friend is a mutant." And Deku says, "Alright, I gotta go." As Deku walks off oh yeah, not the sludge villain did get a piece of it to go away in the drain before Deku, uh, freaking obliterated it. So, I might would say, well, that kid took care of it. He seems like he's hiding something, like he has a lot of stuff on his chest. Who cares? He's a mutant anyways. He, he would just walk off fast. Deku would be walking around as he would hear a big boom. And Deku's like, "I didn't do that." As he would run to where he heard the boom, as he would see the villain, as the villain absorbs some water, as Deku's like, "What's going on here?" As nobody's answering him, they're just staring. As Deku would then see a boy with spiky blonde hair, as Deku says, "These heroes are not doing nothing." As Deku, his skin would start to turn black as the area would get a bit warm, and Deku would blast off as he would grab the kid, and oh yeah, if you don't know how he can fly, basically he controls the heat in the air to allow him to fly. So Deku, he would fly towards him, grabbing the kid, and he would blast the select villain, making sure he didn't miss a piece. As Deku, he would then um what's I gonna say? He would then be scolded by the heroes for using his quirk. And Deku's like, "I don't have a quirk." As they say, "Oh, so you're a mutant." As they just walk away from him, as Deku would walk off, as that's where I'm gonna leave this video off. I hope you guys liked it. It's pretty short, but I hope you liked it. Peace.